wandered around to the Ford family home yesterday morning around 10:30, you would have seen a place in morning. Kiwis in the All Blacks. No matter, they're going to win the next one. Kia ora, kia ora, talofa lava, maori lelei, ni hao, namaste, welcome and greetings to you all this evening. I'd like to thank everybody for attending this our 2016 Senior Prizegiving. Welcome, no mai haramai. Thank you all for coming. I acknowledge the presence of our Mayor here today, the Honourable Jenny Shattuck. I mentioned before we were here together as schoolmates not too long ago, and Jenny was always in the top academic class, and I was in another class. But a lot of people look at me as a sports person, but if I think back to those times, Jenny was more of a sports person than I was. Very, very good at running, fast sprinter, good at cross country, also netball and basketball. So a lot of you people didn't know that about our mentor, Jenny. To our kuia, whaia, waireti, ke te mihi ki a koe whaia. Thank you for coming again. To the Reverend Timothy Turu, Oranga Papa Urutua. To our visitors from Samoa, our rugby team from there, I hope you enjoyed your stay here in Tokoroa. I know the temperature here is a lot different from Samoa, so I hope you're coping well. You've got to eat a lot. That's what you've got to do to keep it. To our guest speaker, Dr. Peter Mace, welcome. Peter comes from an outstanding family of academics and leaders. Peter was Dux and head boy in 1998. His sister Sarah was Dux in 1990, and brother Simon Dux in 1994. I heard that Peter also had a strong sporting profile here in the school, especially in soccer and cricket. He's been described as an all-rounder and great role model. And we look forward to hearing your stories about here later on. I acknowledge the presence of Alonso Mason, representing the University of Waikato, and here to present the Te Ara Ki Angi to Pathways to Excellence Scholarships. That fantastic initiative developed by Professor Neil Quigley, Vice Chancellor of the University of Waikato. Can you see all right? The people down the back? All right? Okay. I thank the many sponsors who've donated kindly this evening, the representatives from our major sponsors, Jenny Shattuck for the Rotary sponsorships, Wayne Jout representing the Tokoroa Club, Metua Tokoroa Daniel Maliatoa from Swillick, Murray Kendrick, Principal, and Akarebe Henry, Board Chair from Strathmore School for the Lowest Deer Memorial Scholarship. Thank you to the Board of Trustees members who have served on behalf of the school over the last year. Graham Dewhurst, our Board Chair, our parent reps, Ernest Apple, Tracy Maramalan, Marama Kahapi, Barney Tiao, Amanda West, Angela Treadaway, our staff reps, Dean Tidu and Andrew Kaya, and our student reps, Jamie Wihipihana and Sean Melwood. I want to thank our staff, teaching as well as support staff. I think they don't get acknowledged enough publicly, but they're an awesome group of people, absolutely committed to our students. I just want to thank them for all the hard work that they do. They put up with a lot, and they just wear it and get on with it. They're kind-hearted people, and I think that's the clue. That's the key. We work hard for our students. I've often been credited with the school successes across a number of areas: sports, academic, cultural, ever-growing school role. But it's not me, it's my staff, and those ones that are sitting down there. I congratulate our students who are receiving awards this evening and commend their efforts and persistence this year. Our Year 13 students are always a great group, and each year make our senior prize giving extra special. I want to acknowledge and thank our head students, Tiariki Tarai, Valeski and Owen, for the outstanding leadership. I probably never took the opportunity to thank them all publicly for what they've brought to Tokoroa High School. Their positive role modelling across all areas of school life, including academic, cultural, sporting, always projecting genuine integrity and mana for our school. Thank you again. In addition, our prefects, our second student leadership band in the school, thank you all for your immense contributions to Tokoroa High School. One of my goals for the school was to expand the area of student leadership to include many more and roles pertaining to those that I've mentioned previously. Makes someone embarrassed now. One of the things that I've always felt grateful for is having a grandchild here at school. In 2012 and 2013 there were two. My eldest grandson Draymond was in year 12 and in year 13. And my eldest granddaughter Regan was in year 9 and year 10. Regan is now in year 13 and feeling quite embarrassed at this stage, sliding down in her chair. Not quite sure what her papa's going to say. If you know the two of us, you've probably heard some of our banter. It usually goes with me mocking her. It gets to the stage which we shall say, "Papa, you silly old fool." A great sporting talent, captain of at least 3 school teams this year, and good to see you getting an academic award tonight. I love you heaps, Rex. I had the privilege this year to work with a group of Year 13 boys, initially as their first 13 rugby league coach and then later as their academic mentor. It was an interesting personal journey for me as it provided me with an opportunity to view them from a different perspective. In trainings and games this year, co-coaching Tokoroa and I witnessed commitment, determination, courage, high skill levels, concentration, and the humbleness in their desire to learn. The New Zealand curriculum takes as its starting point a vision of our young people as lifelong learners who are confident and creative, connected and actively involved. In the academic mentoring work, I tried to show the connections between the game that they were confident, creative and actively involved in their studies. I explained that in rugby league they were duxes in the school, but in commitment to academic studies, maybe some were still learning how to catch and pass. That splitting a sentence to make a piece of writing more coherent was similar to running an A-ball play to split a league defence. That the complexities of their rugby league plays were based on simplistic skills performed repetitively, much like the repetitiveness of academic reading and writing. My thanks to Khan, Kaysen, Paikea, Cameron, Kunzel, Neil, Devante, Ezekiel, Owen, Tyron, Shaden, Sione, Braden and the outstanding team captain, Josiah, for letting me look a little bit differently at things this year. Dr. Trevor Bentley, PhD, historian, writer, specialist classroom teacher, community education leader, and Tokoroa High School teacher since 1973. We all need mentors in our lives. Our early mentors tend to be our parents, grandparents and other family members. Sometimes there are coaches and teachers and sometimes those who just have experience in an organisational place. In my time as principal these past 7 years, I was fortunate that I was able to spend time to be able to converse with Dr. Bentley. Most of these conversations took place during the evenings when he was in school supervising the night school classes. He gave me a superb insight into how the school culture developed over the years and spoke about the wonderful times he had experienced here. In my early days in the job, he would also counsel me. He said to me more than once, "I'm concerned about the number of hours that you're working. Every time I'm in school in the evenings, you're also here. It can't be good for you." I used to try and hide by going home in my car and then riding my bike back to school. And parking my car at Tokoroa, hoping he wouldn't see me, but I still think he knew I was here. After a few years, he gave up and one day stated with a grin on his face, "Oh well, I see you're not going to listen to my advice." I'll miss those late night conversations, and at each time, I think without intending to, he was showing me how to become a better principal and a better person. Talofa lava, Dr. Bentley, thank you for being my mentor. I wish God's many wonderful blessings upon you all. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.